Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. Today we are talking about 5 more quirks of the C4 Corvette. If you're new to the channel, my name's Jeff and this car behind me is my 1989 C4. So about 10 months ago, I made an initial 5 quirks video and it did really well. In fact, it's my most successful video so far. So since it did so well, I thought I would make a follow-up video with 5 more quirks. If you haven't seen that first 5 quirks video or you'd like to see it again, I'll put a link in the corner here as well as the description below. The first quirk we're going to talk about in this video is this French translation back here by the gas cap. Now I know this is here because the C4 was marketed and sold in Canada, but what is interesting is, to my knowledge, this is the only place that has a French translation. I've never seen or heard of any other French translations anywhere else on the car. This is interesting because unleaded fuel only is apparently the only thing that our French-speaking friends from Canada needed to know about. My F-150 truck actually hails from the north, and today I took a look at the gas cap area and lo and behold, it also has a French translation. But same thing, I've never seen or heard of any other French translations being on this truck. So there you go, kind of interesting and kind of weird. If you guys know of any information that may shed some light on why the car industry does it this way, or if you know of any other French translations on the C4, be sure and drop a comment below. And fun fact for you guys, your boy here speaks a little French. Bonjour, s'il vous plaît, je m'appelle Jeff. Je t'appelle Blue. The next quirk we're going to talk about is the cap on the power steering fluid reservoir. This thing is weird because to get it on and off, it's righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. So kind of weird, right? And I don't know why the cap was designed this way, and I haven't come across anyone else who knows why either. Also, I'm not aware of any other caps or screws on the C4 Corvette that are righty-loosey, lefty-tighty, and you would think that with something this peculiar, they would have slapped a French translation on there for our French-Canadian friends. But they didn't. So if anyone knows why GM designed this cap this way, be sure to drop a comment below. Another quirk on the C4 Corvette is the jacking points for jacking up the car. Since the C4 doesn't have frame rails that run along the bottom of the car, you have to jack it up using the pinch welds. This isn't a big deal, but in my opinion, you do have to be a little more careful and strategic with where you place your jack or jack stands. There are a lot of lines and plastic pieces along the bottom of the C4 Corvette, so when you jack up the car, you just want to be careful not to crunch or break any of those. Another quirk of the C4 Corvette is the EBrake. As you can see, it's located on the floor to the left of the driver's seat, as opposed to the traditional spot on the center console. You're probably thinking that this is a really poor design because the handle would get in the way of the driver getting in and out of the car, but in order to prevent this from happening, the handle is designed to lay down even though the e-brake may be engaged. And then to disengage the e-brake, the driver would pull the handle back up, push the button, and then lay it back down again. When I first bought this car, I thought this e-brake design was really weird, but it's not too bad, and as time has gone on, I've noticed that a lot of C4 era quote-unquote supercars had the same e-brake design, which is kind of cool. To me, it's kind of neat to think that C4 Corvettes have a little bit of supercar DNA. The next quirk we're going to talk about is the cup holders. So as you can see in this little compartment in the center console, there is an ashtray and there is a cup holder. As you can probably tell, this cup holder sucks and is not very functional, and this is a common complaint from C4 Corvette owners. I am going to use these common drinks, or as the French say, boissons, to demonstrate just how bad the cup holders suck in a C4 Corvette. Let's start with the Mountain Dew. This Mountain Dew isn't even close to fitting in the cup holder, so cans of soda in a C4 Corvette are a no-go. Let's try this bottle of water next. It fits in there pretty good, but it's not very supported because the cup holder is so shallow. So if you were to do a hard acceleration or make a hard turn, this bottle would probably go flying. All right, let's try the drink cup. Not even close. So there you go, guys. Although C4 Corvettes do have a cup holder, it's not very functional. You can't really use common drinks in the cup holder, which begs the question of why GM included a cup holder if you can't really use it. In my opinion, they should have just left it out. A bonus quirk that I want to mention is the windshield wiper switch. This is probably not a quirk to most people, but it is to me, and if you've been following the channel, you can probably guess why. I may or may not have used this switch incorrectly when I first got this car and replaced the washer fluid pump unnecessarily because I thought it wasn't working. So just to clarify how the switch works, you push it back to do a quick wipe with the wipers. And you actually push down on the button on top of the switch to run the washer fluid pump. So to me, the push graphic that's right next to the switch is a little misleading and subjective. I totally misunderstood it and ended up replacing my washer fluid pump because I would push the switch back and no fluid would come out, when in reality I was doing it wrong and should have been pushing down on top of the button. So don't learn the hard way like me, learn from my mistakes. And if you want to check out that video where I messed up big time, I'll put a link in the corner here as well as the description below. So there you go, guys. There's some more quirks of the C4 Corvette. Hopefully you found this video interesting and learned something new, especially those of you who are new to C4 ownership or maybe considering buying one of these cars. Despite all of its quirks, the C4 is an amazing car, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, every stable should have a C4 in it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon to turn on notifications so you know when new videos drop. And take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one.